All rise. Support court with Judge Vanderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1065, Cruz case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. All right, Mr. Cruz, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get a reduction in my child support.
Okay.
I recently been working and my wages has been reduced, so I want to see if I can get my child support reducted.
Let's break it down. Mr. Cruz was once bringing in around $100,000 a year, but now says his earnings have slipped to $78,000. That's a drop of 22%. While that's a noticeable decline, the big question is, does it justify lowering his child support? When deciding on these matters, courts look at more than just numbers. They'll ask, was the pay cut out of his control? Is it a temporary dip? And most importantly, how does this affect the child's needs? But here's where it gets even more interesting. Mr. Cruz recently remarried and now has a newborn. Could this sudden request be more about shifting his financial focus to his new family rather than facing true hardship? It's a tricky situation, and the judge will have to weigh all the factors before making a call.
How much were you making?
Originally, about 100 a year.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm a restaurant owner.
Okay. So now, what are your wages looking like?
About yearly or weekly?
Yearly.
78.
So from about 100 to 78,000?
Yeah.
All right. Have you had to lay off employees or anything like that?
It's been hours been reduced.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So it took a reduction in hours. All right. Is that it? You just want to reduce because your wages changed?
And I actually have a new wife.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And a newborn on the way. So I got more responsibilities I got to take care of.
You said you have a newborn. The child in this case, how old are they?
Which one? My newborn?
No, not your newborn, the child between the two of you.
4 years old.
4, boy or girl?
It's a girl.
All right. Your 4-year-old, who carries that child on health insurance?
Me.
How much is it?
$430.
$430. Okay. You said you have a newborn, so is it $430 now with the newborn, or was it $430 before the newborn?
Before.
Okay. What is it now?
I haven't really checked, but I think it went up a couple of $100s.
Okay. So what are you thinking?
Maybe like 600.
Hold up. So Mr. Cruz wants to cut down child support for his first kid, right after having a baby with his new wife? Talk about timing. Now, the judge has some serious number crunching to do. But here's the real question. Does bringing a new child into the picture mean you can pay less for the first one? Not necessarily. Courts don't usually say, sure, you had another kid. Let's lower your support. In fact, the law tends to protect existing responsibilities over any new ones you choose to take on. So, what do you think? Should welcoming a new baby mean your financial duty to your first child goes down? Let us know your take in the comments.
And is that for the whole family, or is that just for the 2 newborns?
2 newborns.
Okay. Well, not 2 newborns, the newborn and the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. So $600 just for them too?
All of us together.
Okay, so all of you together is $600. How many people are on that plan?
3.
Well, it can't be 3.
Yeah, it's me. Me, my son, my daughter.
You, your son, what about your wife?
Oh, well, she's not on there.
Okay.
We just recently been married, so we haven't switched things up yet.
Okay, how long have you all been married?
About 3 months.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you are. So it's about $200. If I take that 600 and divide it by 3, it's $200 per person. So for both kids, it'll be about $400. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your wages decrease, health insurance somewhat increased. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know?
Is there some more stuff you wanted to know?
Well, I mean, you came to court.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, I've been married. I got a newborn. The restaurant haven't been doing so good, and I just need some help from y'all to help me reduce my child support.
Okay.
And just like that, things heat up. The mother isn't even asking for more money, just to keep the current support in place. But then, boom, she drops a serious allegation. She doesn't think the business is struggling at all, only her hours were cut. Yikes. Is Mr. Cruz playing the financial victim, or is this a setup? If she can prove his income hasn't actually dropped, this could backfire in a big way. The court won't just deny his request. They might start asking if he's been hiding money all along. Now here's where it gets really messy. The mother claims Cruz's new wife is calling the shots at the restaurant and may have purposely reduced her hours. That's not just drama, it's a serious claim. If true, it suggests Cruz may have orchestrated this drop in income on purpose, all to lower his child support. But here's the twist. If he's still paying his wife a salary from the same business, that money hasn't really gone anywhere. It's just circulating within his own household. Is this a clever financial shuffle or a shady dodge of his parental duties? The judge is about to dig deep, and things could get very uncomfortable very fast.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Is there anything you want me to know?
Yeah, actually.
All right. Are you in agreement to his child support being reduced?
No, I am not.
Okay, tell me about that.
I think it is fine as it is. I don't want to fight to increase it. I think the payment you are paying me is enough. The restaurant that he owns, same business. I don't see there being any less business. The only hours that were reduced were mine because your wife is the manager.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah.
Run that by me again.
So he claims that the restaurant isn't doing so good.
Okay.
But I think the business is the same. It was just my hours that were reduced. So I had to pick up another job to make do.
Okay, so you, him, and new wife all work together?
Yeah, well, I only work on the weekends now, but yeah.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, we all get along. We make things work out for the family.
Oh, the judge is not here for the nonsense. Mr. Cruz just tried to argue that if his ex picks up more work hours, he should be allowed to pay less in child support. Wait, what? That's not how this works, and the courtroom felt it. Child support is calculated based on the paying parent's income, not how much the other parent hustles on the side. The judge didn't waste a second shutting that down, calling out the logic as totally off base. Now, the big question. Does Cruz actually believe this makes sense? Or is he just throwing out any excuse that might stick? Either way, it's clear. This argument isn't going to hold up in court.
I mean, for the better.
If that's the case, then you all wouldn't be here, right? Because you want a decrease. She's saying no. So you all get along?
I don't understand how it's supposed to pay something that I don't have, really.
But she's saying the business hasn't changed. You're talking about in terms of customers coming in and
Yeah.
things like that?
Yeah, I think that
So since Corona
is
hit,
going elsewhere.
since Corona hit, our business has took a pretty much significant loss since Corona hit. Our customers.
I can believe that. You
Yeah.
know, that's happened to a lot of businesses.
So we've been trying to recover from that. So her hours may just be from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think your hours got reduced because of COVID?
no, I'm
do
the
you think
strongest server there
Why do you think your hours were reduced?
because his wife doesn't like me there.
Now she's cool with her.
Not when you're around.
Oh,
I haven't seen.
sounds
that.
a little messy.
I haven't seen that. We don't. I don't think just so far as business wise, we don't mix the business with the family. So far her hours, if anything, we gave her extra like 5-6 hours last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the dishwasher.
The hours.
The judge tried to strike a fair middle ground, recognizing Cruz's new reality without letting him off the hook. In the end, she settled on $825 a month. That's still a significant amount, but with his reported income drop and a newborn at home, it feels like a compromise. So here's the real debate. Should the system be more flexible when life changes happen, like a new baby or lower earnings? Or is holding the line the right way to protect the child's needs? What's your take? Was this ruling fair, or should it have gone differently?
You're saying no, just based on you don't think that the business has changed or anything. Do you have any documentation that you brought with you today that shows his income has not decreased as he just testified to? He says $78,000 now, right?
Yeah.
Besides your belief, do you have any other reason to suggest that maybe he's not being truthful about what his income is?
Well, I just think, like, him having a new child, he doesn't want to support the child he already has to the extent that he can.
Okay.
And I feel like
I take care of all my kids.
I didn't say you don't, but you should, you know, make sure that the one you already have is taken care of. And yeah, I think, yeah, just the support is still needed.
Well, I don't think he's saying he doesn't want to support. He's saying he can't afford to support what it was. And if the roles were reversed and you were in that situation, wouldn't you want him to consider what you're saying is true and possibly work with you and reduce your child support?
Yeah, that would be fair.
Okay. Well, I think that's fair too. So this is what we're going to do. Based on your testimony, that your wages have decreased, and you kind of alluded to not that his wages necessarily decreased, but that the business is not doing so well because your hours have been reduced. We may not necessarily know the true reason why, according to what you're saying, but your hours were in fact reduced, right? Mm-hmm. Which could be a direct result of the business during the pandemic, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Based on your testimony, your new gross comes out to $6,500. That brings your net to $5,157, giving you credit for both of the children that you have, and I gave you credit for your health insurance, okay? The new health insurance amount for $400. I couldn't give you $600 because.
And just like that, the case comes to a close. Mr. Cruz was granted a modest reduction, but the judge made sure to keep things fair, holding him accountable to both of his children. This ruling walks a fine line between compassion and responsibility, and it brings up a bigger question. Should having another child lessen what you owe to your first? The court tried to balance the scales. But what do you think? Does fairness mean adjusting with life changes or standing firm on existing commitments? Let us know your thoughts.
With that, your new child support amount comes out to $825. Based on what you used to pay at that $100,000, your child support was $1,242. So it went down about $300 or so dollars.
So what about the the extra hours I was giving her? We're giving her a week.
What about them?
If we up the hours for her, would that lower my child support a little bit?
If we up her hours?
Yeah. So last week we gave her like an extra 6 hours.
Okay.
So what about if we gave her like maybe 12, 10?
This has nothing to do with her income. This is about yours.
Okay.
Why would you want her working more to decrease your child support?
So she can make more money to help
Pay
me
for his
out.
other baby.
See, now you starting to waste my time. Don't do that. Don't do it. You have a legitimate reason to be here, and you have a legitimate request. Don't be ugly, okay?
All right.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
So that's the financial for the 800.
That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
I said it went from $1,242 to $825.
But that's like $300 though.
Yeah, but it's giving you credit for the children that you already have, giving you credit for health insurance. What else could you be asking for? That's all I can do within the realms of the law.
I got a new baby.
And I took that into consideration, which is why your percentage is 16%.
So I'm supposed to pay $800 a month. That's 12 times 12.
$825 to be exact a month. What are you doing?
That's 9,000. That's 9,900 a month. How much?
Okay. You were paying $1,242. Do you want me to increase it back?
Nah, it's cool.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any more questions, right?
Nah, it's cool. So
Okay.
800.
$825.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Nothing further?
That's it.
The answer is no, right?
Yes.
Because your child support got reduced. You got what you were looking for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything further from you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
At least you got your money.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think. And if you're into real-life legal drama and courtroom twists like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Court Clash for more cases that keep you thinking. We'll see you in the next case breakdown.